Assalamu alaikum guys, at iERA Retreat Journey of Believers 2018 with our two twin converts. Do they look twins to you guys as well, or it's just me? Anyway, so we have Lee and Richard.
Yep.
So mashallah, they are converts. I think Richard has been convert, or Lee has been a convert for 2 years?
Yes, for 2.5 years now, coming up 3.
And you're?
6 years now, alhamdulillah.
6 years, mashallah.
2012.
Very good, mashallah. So I mean, it's amazing what they have learned so far, and I'll let them, share a bit of their learning journey, as well as now they're actually running retreats, which means that they're companions for other new Muslims, and helping them develop and empowering them and teaching them. So that's really powerful and inspiring to see that. Also, mashallah, both of them are also Hadith disciples. So you may have seen them with Hadith disciple t-shirts and their groups and so on and so forth. Allah bless them both. So I'll let them talk a bit about their journey and what they have found to be beneficial in their journey. And then we might get into some Pakistani food with Lee as well.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Lee. I'm from the wonderful city of Newcastle, which is in the northeast of England. Alhamdulillah, I accepted Islam 2.5 years ago now, back in April 2016. Best thing that I ever did. Supported by an organisation called Islamic Diversity Centre, who supported me on my journey, taught me the basics of the beliefs through classes of Aqidah, and introduced me to the local mosque. Ever since I've been going, trying to learn as much as possible, and also travelling up and down the country to go to conferences with brothers such as Richard, who has also been supporting me along the way. Alhamdulillah, may Allah reward him. And just been trying my best to keep growing. Came to the iERA retreat myself, both parts. So we have the first part, Journey of Life, and then the second part, Journey of Believers. So I attended the retreat myself, found it extremely beneficial, really solidified myself in my religion, grounded my foundations, and now I'm actually volunteering for the 3rd time and supporting other people on their journey.
So you've been learning outside of the retreat as well, so
Yes.
What do you think is special about the retreat themselves?
The retreat, it's specific for new Muslims in the fact that we isolate predominantly the prayer. As we know from when the Prophet ﷺ sent Mu'adh ibn Jabal to Yemen, once they've accepted Islam, we teach them the prayer. So this is one of the key aspects. We teach them the basics of their beliefs in the main conference room with Abdurrahim Green. But I think we definitely focus on the Salah, and we have a buddy companion system, just like the Sahaba, the Ansar and the Muhajirun. So they get a one-to-one basis, so it's targeted better.
Very good. Yeah, and I've seen a lot of du'as, they stop the dawah at the shahada and they give them the card or the masjid address. Like, hey, reach out to me if you need help.
Yes.
A very passive support model. What do you think about the need or the importance of a proactive support model, a proactive
Yes.
dawah after the shahada as well?
I think it's very important because what are they doing after they've accepted the Shahada? You need to know that they're learning in their religion, they're going to the mosque, they're attending classes. And I believe with the retreat we have that system, with the buddy companion system. After the retreat, each companion buddy, they will message each other, make sure we are doing each other's tasks. Have you learned this surah? Have you been going to the mosque every Friday?
Sure.
To encourage each other.
Good. So let's go to your twin brother.
The proud twin. So, alhamdulillah, my name's Richard. I'm from the northeast of England as well. I'm from a town called Middlesbrough, which is very close to Newcastle. But I currently reside and live in Newcastle. Alhamdulillah, I accepted Islam in 2012 after about a year of researching about the religion. So I became Muslim in 2012, and alhamdulillah, since then, similar to Lee, when I became Muslim, the brothers from the local organisation there, IDC, they supported me with classes, lessons, mentoring, and alhamdulillah, I felt that I grew, and I got the opportunity as well to come on this retreat back in 2013, I believe it was. And for me, it was something that was life-changing. I'd accepted Islam, I became a Muslim, but I was busy learning very complex topics, learning about complex topics of hadith, complex topics of fiqh, etc., but I didn't know the basics. So I'm learning about all these complex topics, but I can't recite the prayer properly. I don't know how to pray on my own properly. So for me, when I came on this retreat, it was a wake-up call to concentrate on those basics. And that's always advice that I give to new Muslims, is get those foundations solid. And I feel for myself, the fact that I came on this retreat, got that support, got the foundation solid, allowed me to build on my Islam and grow to the level where I am now. Alhamdulillah, I have the opportunity to be part of the team here at the iERA retreat, supporting new Muslims, leading some of the workshops, giving some of the reminders, and alhamdulillah, it's really beneficial.
So you mentioned a very interesting point that he got into more advanced things and intellectual thing, and I think that's also necessary. So as mentors, as new Muslim buddies, it's important to kind of keep that balance, to not really get your mentee or a new Muslim bored with the content. So have that sort of balance. So if they want intellectual stuff, give it to them, but at the same time spend some time about the basics and the how, the salah, what have you. So you have both things going forward, so they're not stuck with the technical aspects only. Fantastic. Any other last words, final words, guys?
Lily, how do you final words?
I think stuff like this is needed all over the world, to be honest. New Muslim support, and we know it's only going to help yourself as well, because I personally believe that one of the best ways of learning is by teaching. It's only going to solidify what you know as well, and sometimes you look to those who are below you, it may make you appreciate what you have as well. So you remember you didn't know anything in the religion, someone supported you, but you've grown on your journey and someone helped you. So it's nice to see that again, and it reminds you. So
I think touching upon that, just the importance of new Muslim support. So when I took the choice to go to the mosque, speak to the Muslims there, and I took my shahada there, if there wasn't any support, the reality is that I would have gone home. I would have questioned, was this the right decision? Was this the right thing for me to do? And with no support network there, where am I going to learn the salah? Where am I going to learn the basics beliefs? And the reality is that I may not be here today if there wasn't that network there. So it's something that's very, very key in the whole system of dawah or calling people to Islam, is that we need that support network afterwards. It's not easy, but it's very easy to get someone to become Muslim. The real work starts once they take that shahada and they start their journey connecting with Allah. So I think that's a really important thing.
So when you say support again, do you mean like passive support or active? Or I guess, was it passive in your case and you were already active to get to those?
So I think it was both, obviously, so what do you mean by passive and active in the sense?
So passive is that you having courses, right? You have, so for example, in the case of Martin, having a retreat, I think is a passive support, that you are organizing something that a new Muslim can benefit from. But then I asked, for example, Martin, that, how did you get here? And he said that Tanveer stopped me and said, hey, I think this retreat is going to happen and it's going to be really a good next step for you. So that is something like an active support. You're kind of, which is dawah, right? You're reaching out to the convert, right? Even if they don't show up, you call them as opposed to
it needs to be both. It needs to be, we offer those services, the opportunities, but we also need to be actively encouraging them, calling them and inviting them. Definitely, so I think it has to be a joint combination.
They go hand in hand with one each other. I think they complement one another.
Exactly, yeah. So just having passive is not going to help, because again, you need that driving force factor. Because Shaitan is obviously not running a passive business, right? He's doing an active business there. So you got to counter that, inshallah. Well, thank you very much, my twin brothers. And for some reason, Lee has quit the English meal, thinking that it's not Islamic.
I'm apnea now.
Okay, well, thank you very much again. Jazakallah khair. May Allah bless you both and all of us here, and keep us all steadfast. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.